All right. A couple of minutes early, but here we are. Still haven't figured out who Enchanted and Azerlin were. From yesterday, who followed. Let me send this to Bayushi for the thank you. Hello. Sent. Okay. Away we go. Let's check out EU. There's some. Let us see. Let's do this one. Funzi 7060. I know, but you need money, so sell it. It's fine with me. It's my way. I could, but it's all I've got. Hold on. I'm trying to check Aetherius and see if they have other things. Okay. Alright. Funzi 7060, 4 effects. We have a beautiful one. Hall of the Lunar Champion. Check that out. That is quite nice. Crafting area. Sponsors. Nice. Nice use of the moon gates, honestly. Hold on, I'm trying to grab something. Okay. I don't think this is done. Just a guess. Stairway to nothing kind of thing. But there's a stairway down. Yeah, me too. I'm usually pretty self-sufficient too. Why do I feel like I've seen this? I wonder if I'm like, for some reason, the things that I've visited aren't saving? Because some of these things I've been seeing lately, I feel like I've seen just recently. I wish I had a better memory. But my memory is shot. Somebody's... I'm confused. I'm a confused person. Ah, here we go. Yeah, the first room didn't... I don't know why someone... posted it. I guess it was they just wanted to show off that front room. Sadness. Carrigar Maison de Jocot. Eula. Yeah, we just got started. The first house, the rando, was empty for the most part. So you didn't miss anything. I see weirdness. But that's okay. Weirdness is good. So, this pleases me. This is a second floor over here, which the view in Twin Arches is quite nice, honestly. I gotta check something. I think I'm slowing myself down by having... I have this open. Nice. Do you hear a double of me? Because I just closed the stream. I had it open for some dumb reason. Oh, I believe it. Look at that off in the distance. I wish you could just build up a lot more than you can. Alright, it's turned off now, Marley Bear. Sorry about that. And congratulations to Marley Bear, who came in first place for the contest yesterday that we looked at. The one, the crafting area. And if you remember, Marley Bear was the one who created scissors. So that was freaking amazing. So congratulations, Marley. You really earned that. It was such a fun build. You did a great job. The scissors were inspired. I think we all went squee over the scissors. Yeah. Karen. Why have I got the dumb? I know why I have the dumb. Because I don't have anything set for it. Number 3, okay. Hey, Eldon. Yeah, it's really nice to see Marley win. She's putting a lot of effort into her builds and really growing and changing and trying different things. So it's super nice to see her get recognized for that. Nerrick 523. So yesterday was my parents' 50th anniversary. 50th. There was no party, there was no anything because, well, first off, my parents are a lot like me, so they're like antisocial. But secondly, because COVID, my sister and I couldn't, well, my sister sees them more often than I do, but I couldn't go over and visit for a party and, you know, anything like that. This is lovely. I just think that if you've heard this song about cliff striders, let me read you the lyrics to the Cliff Strider song. If I may. Here we go. This is amazing. You nest in our lofts, spray dung on the wall, tear up our roofs like a midsummer squall, frighten our children and make the babes bawl, promise you'll never change. You stink like you've got old fish in your craw, your shrieks shatter glass, your rotten fig smell brings grown mare to tears. You piss on our pillows, they smell bad for years. Cliff Strider, stride so high. I'm not sure I would want a Cliff Strider in my apartment. I assume these pillows stink for years. But actually, really nice use of the table too, because it takes up most of the space, and that's good because this space could use some filling up. That cracks me up. Building a treehouse. Omiro smirk. Cliff strider, fly so high. Amazing. So I want to show you, hold on. These are my parents. I want to show you the thing I did. So that's my parents. Let me move me over a little bit. No, me. There. There I go. Okay. So that's my parents, right? This is the original photo from 1970, so 50 years ago. Their wedding picture. But check this out. I updated it with this same program. Check out how the original photo looked compared to that. Isn't that fucking amazing? So for their anniversary, I sent them this. I think I'm gonna have it like professionally printed and sent to them because it's a really lovely photograph. But I love this program. Yeah, it's an incredible restoration. It really is. So yes. Stride so high. Whoops. Wrong me. I was supposed to pull this down, not that down. Okay. Building a treehouse. Oh wow. They are building a treehouse. Man, I really wish I had something that gave me a light. Don't forget to get your nocturnal, by the way. Wonder if any of the emotes light up. Nope. Nobody walking around with any lights then, I guess. Sadness. Okay. That's neat. That's a good use of that trophy. Oh, thank you. I think so too. I think that this hair looks so good on her. She's a beautiful red guard. I like it a lot. I mean, I'm not gonna hold my breath for quality of living improvements when they can't even get the game to run right. You know what I mean? Nice stuff all laid around. So people are living on the ground while they're building the treehouse. Makes sense. And up we go. Oh, wow. This is like completely different from anything I've seen. She has really beautiful blue eyes too, if you ever see her in the right light. I think red guards are gorgeous. But you know what I really like about red guards is the diversity of, not all of them have blue eyes. Oh, okay. I'll come over. Some of them have hazel eyes. Some have like a lighter brown eyes too. It's really cool. All right. Cliff strata, stride so high. Now that's gonna be stuck in my head. It takes a village to build a child. Oh, cute! A fishing shack sign. Wow. You built this, like, basically overnight, didn't you? That's incredible. That's some nice architecture for building it that quickly. I see 16. If you had 16 effects, I see them. Oh, wow. Built from scratch. Oh, I like that. Nice use of that glass texture. You're so inspired. I just don't feel inspired anymore. I think your fishy thing is a little... I guess maybe that's the way you want it, so that it doesn't show the whole thing, but it's a little sunken in. Not sure if that's how you wanted it or not. I do like those window bars. Window bars. I'm a goof nut. It looks good. Oh, I'm sure it did. Everything has been moving on its own recently. It's really bad how everything's been moving. It's ridiculous. So I'm sure you are correct. That bed looks cozy. A whole village. I see something I love. See this item? I'm in love with this item. That they made this affordable for us and craftable. I mean, that thing is stunning. I love it. I love the work on it. That is spectacular. I love that item. I just kind of want to... Actually, I'm inspired with something. Never mind. Shh, don't mind me. I'm not going to say anything. Kitty! This looks like they're in the middle of building that for the first time. That's kind of neat. You've got a finished one over here, and here they're making the pieces. That's cool. Very cool. Oh, kitty in the window. That is realistic for reals. He always sends something. If he's sending you a mail, he attaches something. It's because he buys so much extra. He has so much extra. He made a pretty, what I think is a choice early on to invest in furnishings. Like he said most of his money is in furnishings. So he's got like a all of those luxury furnishings. He's got banks and banks full. And unfortunately, he caught on to something that I figured out a while ago, which is that the value over time is decreasing for most of those items, if not all. And he's losing some money on it, and I think that's unfortunate. But, you know, he's not doing it anymore. He's telling people not to invest in it, so he learned his lesson, I guess. It still sucks, though. It sucks to lose that much money. This is gorgeous. I love it. I love that you made a little Nordic village. It's cute as a button. And it's got an amazing amount of houses for such a small amount of items you're allowed. You know? I'll come back and... Oh, I like these windows. These are different. You use the Oregonian library thingies. That's neat. Let me see if the fishing shack... Yeah, you're fixing it. Okay. Looks great. Steven. Something in Russian. Because I have to reload UI. If I don't reload UI, I don't have your new stuff. It doesn't send it to me unless I also reload UI. Yep, bae, exactly so. Unless it's something like 42 items, we didn't. No, we're gonna move on. Unless it's something like the whatchamacallits, the glowy plants or the greenhouses where I know I'll use them, then I'll buy a bunch of them. But generally, I do not. So what I wanted to do is, Aetherius has and actually so does Ouroboros, have a whole listing of homes we can visit. Let me check something. I can spell, really, I can. Alright, I guess I have not been to Valkyrie. Let's hit up her humblemud. And then we have a real stunner to go to. Oh wait, no, that's not open. Ignore me. That happens sometimes. If they're right over each other, try doing it from another direction, like aim from a different, like over here instead of straight on. Yeah, or select it from the list instead and don't do it from the bucket. Like here you can go into placed and then select whatever placed one it is, and then you don't have to use the bucket. This is lovely. Look at the colors. This is beautiful, Valkyries. Ooh, pretty. This is humblemud. Nice. Wow, I'm impressed. That looks really cool. I would not have guessed that was humblemud. I think that Cardi could give out like badges that say, "Ask me about EHT. I'm an EHT ambassador," right? That would be funny. This is beautiful. All right, we're going to Hynola's. What's great about this is that all of these are, they indicate whether they're open for anybody or if they're just by invitation, so you don't like piss anyone off. I'm not sarcastic. I think he should give out little buttons. I kid about the buttons, but the title at least. Okay, so this will be it for now. Okay. No, same here, same here. So this is Hynola's house. Linchal, obviously. Little crafting area over here, but very much different. I wonder if they put anything up top. Let's go look. They didn't have digital stuff in the program either for me. No. Hynola? Wait, Eula? Is that a first name? I never knew. Oh, pretty. Ula? Ooh. How do you say it? Am I saying it wrong? Is it Ula, not... Oh! Ursula. Gotcha. Ula. So I've been saying it wrong all this time? Why didn't you correct me? I would have said it properly. Now I feel like a moron. This is lovely wedding little area here. How beautiful. The photos would be just spectacular, right? Well, had I known, I would have been properly pronouncing your name, and now I feel like an idiot. I'm also going to blame Griff, because I like to do that, even though it's not his fault, but don't tell him that. It is his fault. He should have told me. Mr. I Speak Russian. This is beautiful. A little wedding home. We're gonna head over NA in a minute. I'm running out of houses over. Ooh, this is empty. Okay, we'll head over NA. Ooh. Contests while we're loading. Well, no, but he knows enough from the area. See, let me blame him. You're ruining it for me. We blame him. He's cursing at me with the little curse face. It's fun, because he's always picking on me. Jerk. So we're having an argument, not an argument, a discussion, a disagreement earlier about politics. Shocking, I know. And he wrote, you know, I get to this point where I kind of think I'm right, and I point out something to him. And you know what his answer was? His answer was, you also like Brussels sprouts, which violates at least 6 amendments and is a crime against humanity under international law. So there. So bad. Too bad. So it ends up being, I can't win. Because even when I make a good point, I get responded with, Brussels sprouts. What? Oh, Lord, it was funny. Your comment was funny. Madness. Madness. This is madness. I like Brussels sprouts too. If cooked correctly, they're delicious. It's only when people make them mushy that they're not good. If you chop them up and put them in, if you do it right, they're absolutely amazing. Yes. Are you having fun with it, Marley? I can't wait to see it when it's done. See what you come up with. See? Griff, people can be converted. Willa is saying her husband used to hate Brussels sprouts and now he likes them. I converted him, she wrote. Stir fry them with lots of garlic, yeah. There's lots of good ways to make them. When I started going mostly vegan, I was surprised by how many good recipes there are for Brussels sprouts. They're tasty. I refuse to be mocked by you over it. Alright, I gotta turn off some other add-ons. No, I'm not already logged in, you freaking liars. Oi! Ooh. I haven't done anything like that. I should. Let me get something going here. Let me entertain you with ongoing contests. Okay. Here we go. We've got, because that's my second screen, Bae. That's my second monitor. So all of my icons that I use are actually on my main monitor. That one is just to keep it separate so that I know that that's my alt account login. I have reasons. They're not insane. I promise. Here's the contests. Alright, let's turn off the big ones. We don't need Master Merchant right now. You are weird. That one I just can't agree with you about. So, I'm not sure what I'm going to enter. I don't think I have any ideas for zoos. Or cows. I haven't really done anything on my Proud Spire yet. Hey, sea unicorns. Summer in Tamriel. I am judging that, so I'm not going to be entering that. The antique and unique antiquity is a J Heart one. I don't know. I don't know what to do about that. And July 31st, I want to live there, housing's finest. I guess you could pick pretty much any house in Tamriel that you've made that you want to live in. I don't know. I'd have to look into it. I've been trying to build, but as I said, I have some ideas, but I start building and then I'm like, ugh. We'll see. I want to get some work done for my real job today, so I'm not going to worry about building today. I'm probably just going to get my usual, get my writs done, get my listings posted, and then go work on work. I'm not going to do the cows either. I don't have that antiquity, and I don't want to make a cow. So, like I said to you, I agree with you. I do not feel inspired by them either. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's me, if it's something else, but I don't feel inspired by them either. But I know some people are, so good for them, right? Some people are going to do them. All right. What do we have here? We've got Sister of the Sands, Kitty 86. I have no idea what I want to do with Proud Spire. It seems like everybody went house with it. And it really is a nice layout for a house. But I'm not sure what else. I might not do that because that's just... everybody else did it, so I might do something different. This is Sisters of the Sands. This is kind of wild. A little treasure. Abu! No! Funny. Nice use of, nice use of effects. Adorable.
What may I whisper?
No, you're right. You're right. But you can go wild in a smaller area. It's just harder. You'd have to have a really clear idea of what you want to do, I think. Rusted Faith. Dodge City, Kansas. Samuata. No, I agree with you, babe. But I mean, I think if you have a really inspired idea, you might be able to do it. So this is Dodge City, Kansas. With 26 effects. Nice. There's a birdie stealing a piece of fish. I love it. It's an action shot. That is fantastic. No, I know what you mean. Got a woman tree up there. General store. This looks really good. Get out of Dodge. We got our bank. Marshall Dillon. I grew up with no control over my television set. My mother was a child of the 50s and 60s, so the TV was like super important to her. And so she took control of the TV. I never got to pick what we watched. So unfortunately, I've been exposed to a lot of Westerns. Well, that makes sense because Red Dead is supposed to be an Old West town, isn't it? Wow, that's one of the better carriages I've ever seen. Yes. That's a really good carriage. Long Branch. Oh, that's a great bar. It really, I love the mirrors in the back. Works perfectly. The problem with villages like this is it's hard. You can make the houses. You have to choose. Do you want the houses and lots of them, or do you want to have backpacks on the roof? Yeah. Or do you want to have a lot of things in the houses? It's next to impossible to do both. You know what I mean? I like the use of EHT. I think it gives you a lot of extra things that you can do. Like here. I don't know. I haven't gotten there yet. If there is, I haven't seen it yet. That doesn't mean that there isn't one. We went in here, right? Or a mine crack? Yeah, the marshal's office is the jail, too. I'm going the wrong way. She's going the wrong way! That was the bar. This was just a house? I think there's a hanging at the end of town. Unfortunately, it's a little gross, but I guess that's one of the realities here, right? Ugh. Undertakers, Percy Crump Proprietor. Interesting. Yeah. Yeah. Well, you could use EHT for dishes and stuff and food. Stable feed. Moss Grimmick Proprietor. Nice. I mean, that's why a lot of people use it, is to just be able to do more things when you reach your maximum. It's not for everybody, though. I get that. But it's better than nothing in some situations. Okay, I think we've hit it all except for the stuff back here. There's at very least a cemetery. Oh, wow. I think that's probably a Native American village over there now that I look at it. A cemetery on top of a hill. This is actually quite nice. Over here is, they're circling the wagons. No, they won't. But what's the difference is that if either the people with EHT get to see it with added plates or they don't. Either way. Well, so it's minor too. If you understand what I mean, it's like it's not taking anything away or making anything look weird. This way, people with EHT get to see something extra. They get to see plates. But you know what I'm saying? It's like, it's not taking anything away. It's just like your glass panes there. I think that's supposed to be a Native American village. Not sure. I don't think you can get up there. Well, then he's wrong. It's not cheating. In some ways, it's way harder. Nicely done. I mean, this is an argument we'll have until the end of time. Hey, that's a matter of style. It's a matter of style. You can choose to not use it and stick with items only. That's entirely up to you. There's nothing wrong with that. I don't disparage that. What I have a problem with is people who say things like EHT is cheating when they don't really understand just how hard it is sometimes to work with EHT. What extra, it's just an additional skill. You also have to make them look realistic, which, this is Cold Harbor? Wow. Well, sometimes to make them look right is not as simple as just placing them. Sometimes things you put down can look a little phony if you don't know how to adjust things properly. This is neat. Yeah. How lovely. I'm actually surprised. This is such a departure from the way that True was doing things in their other homes. This must be a massive project for them. It's pretty cool looking though. I'm a little bit lost as to if there's another floor or something. I don't know. People can think what they want to think. I don't really give a damn. Oh yeah, that's true. Layering of effects is rough. Okay, I think that's everything. Is that a mood? What does it mean that that's a mood? I'm not sure what that means. Oh. I really don't care what people think. If they want to think that way, let them. They don't want to load up EHT, that's their problem. It's a closed-minded view, but what are you going to do? You know? It's not my problem. You gotta wonder what somebody who is in a snit over that. Like, why? You know what I mean? So it's gotta be something either ignorant, like they don't truly understand it, or it's gotta be just being stubborn or a jerk or something. And that's not my fault, and it's not my problem, so I'm just gonna do what I'm gonna do. The only time it matters is with contests, right? And if they can't tell the difference between my house having effects and not having effects. Like if I make it so that it works either way, then it doesn't affect contests either. If I run out of slots and I decide, hey, I'm going to add a ton of dishes over here. Oh, thank you. And add a bunch of dishes, you know, then your friend there wouldn't see them, but it doesn't take anything away from his view, because he was you were maxed out on items anyway. So I really don't care what they think. I hope you guys don't mind. I'm just screwing around now. I've run out of houses, so I'm just gonna do my Ritz and talk to you folks. Do they? Let's see what if my person has grumpy forehead. She does have grumpy forehead. You're right. Would you be?
The court demands something sharp.
I wouldn't be happy with my life. I mean, they have to live in the fear of the Red Mountain. They have pissed on pillows from cliff striders. They have a god who has a constant, you know, rock over their head. Exactly. I think they're in a lot of anxiety. There's devastation and destruction on all sides wherever they look. Oh, I'm just gonna do my Ritz. So, but thank you. I appreciate the offer. I'm just gonna screw around and do my Ritz and then call it. So if you guys don't mind, we can talk while I'm doing this, but we don't have to. I could always call it now. Of course it is. I know that. You know that. But I'm saying they're anxious because they have a mountain that's going to blow up and they have a rock over their heads. You know? Sorry, I keep getting flipped around. I don't know why. My character is a little bit drunk. I didn't finish shopping last night either. I got a good ways through. Why am I so off on this character? Is my mouse... I'm going to reset my mouse, see if that's the problem. Well, because some people believe it. And some people don't. You know? I'm in agreement with the unicorners here. A lot of them seem... Even if Banker Lady thinks that Vivek has it under control for the rock, she may not think that about the Red Mountain. Maybe that's where her stress comes from. That's a guess, though. So yesterday, I was thinking, good, killer extra for me. I was thinking that, you know, yesterday I was thinking about some of the better artists that I've seen, like Chrysaea or Swankery or something. And I realized, like, you guys could be watching them and they could be teaching you something. And I was starting to wonder, like, am I wasting my time? Should I not be doing this? Like, am I wasting... But then I realized that it was like, if nothing else, the only thing I can do is share with you my joy about housing. Even if I'm not very good, I can offer you a sharing of joy. So that's the way I looked at it, and I'm hoping that that's enough. Because since I've lost my desire to build, um, you know, it's been like, why am I even streaming if I've lost my will to build? But I get it. I can still enjoy other things and point out what's nice about them. Oh, thank you. I thought for a minute about quitting yesterday. I was like, why am I doing this? Part of it is I've been watching my friend Hamster, the Real War Hamster, and he's streaming Diablo 3 now. And before that, he was streaming baseball, a baseball game. And the thing is that like when he streams ESO, he consistently has 20 or 30 people watching. But when he was streaming baseball, he'd maybe have 8 or 9. Thanks. When he streams Diablo 3, because it's such an old game, he has 1 or 2 viewers. And it made me realize that, like, I'm not going to play this game forever, so this isn't going to last forever, because what if I go to a game that no one wants to play? Or watch? I don't know. Cookware and dishes. But I'll watch Hammy. I said to him I'd watch him read the phone book, and that's the truth, because he's just so charismatic and he's fun to listen to, and he's a nice person. I really think that's pretty much it. Well, so I know how to promote myself. It doesn't make me... Why are you marked as selling? That's odd. I mean, I know how to promote. I don't know if that makes me any good, but... You mean streaming? Streaming is not easy. Getting set up streaming is not easy. Getting a patter going is not easy. Although I didn't have as much trouble with it as some. And, you know, finding a niche, promoting yourself, you have to be comfortable with that. And if you're someone like J-Heart or, you know, there's a couple of other people like Ninja Monkey or whatever. If you're one of them, oh, I see what you're saying, yeah. If you're one of those kind of people and it's your job, there's another whole aspect of it where you're, you know, you're coming up with promotions and, you know, if you sub now, I'll send you stickers or something like that, you know. It's like, it's not easy stuff. I decided early on that you know, if I get money out of this, great. If I don't, that's fine too, because I'm doing it for the love of it. And, you know, people who do it for a living, I give them credit. I think what would bore people about my initial building is I do a lot of research. So I would be looking online. What's going on here? Uh-oh. Message from my mom. What? Is everything okay? Oh. No, I mean, like, you know, it is boring, you know, figuring out something that you do. Oh, it is. It is emotionally draining. It's absolutely emotional draining. When I get off of the stream, my husband tries to talk to me, and I'm like, please don't speak to me for another hour or two. I don't want to talk to anybody. I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to talk to anybody for another 2 hours. Well, it's not a put on. I mean, I'm actually this excited about talking to you guys when I'm doing it, if that makes any sense. But as soon as I stop, I'm like, oh, thank you, Griff. As soon as I stop, I crash. As long as I keep going, I'm fine. Thank you, Six. Well, I think what I can do is, even if I can't do a very good job of building myself sometimes, is I can express the joy of, oh my god, look at that. That's amazing. What a fantastic build. What, you know, how genius of you to build that. I'm impressed, you know. The joy of that is legit. Like, I actually feel that joy. And so, if nothing else, I like to show people, look how happy you make people when you get to see, when you show them your art. You add something to their lives. So, if I can't do it, at least I can provide some service in showing how I like it. Also, I do know quite a bit about EHT, and so when people have questions about that, I can usually either get the answer or I can direct them to the people who can get the answer. So there's that. So, you know, but I used to build on stream. I've built a bunch of things on stream, but I've basically come to the point where I can't anymore. Because I'm stuck. Although I have a couple of ideas, so we'll see if they formulate to something where I feel like I can actually work on it. But we'll see. I don't know. I don't know. I might have an idea for Proudspire. We'll see. Might be fun. It's going to require a lot of research, though. Yeah, I have that for writing, too. I have artist block, and I also have depression. I'm depressed right now, so I lost interest in, like, all sorts of things that I would normally do. I don't think it's just that. Bae, your stuff is... It makes me speechless, honestly. Like, I mean, your dragon build, your pariahs build, you know, all of those. I just would... Your Tron build, which I think you've killed. All of them. Mind-blowing. It's okay. I'm alright. Everybody gets depressed sometimes. I just know I can recognize it when I do. Hey, Loa. And I think that's healthy to be able to recognize it and go easy on yourself about it. Yeah, Bae, your stuff is amazing. There's no one like you. Truly, there's no one like you. And you're, Oh, babe, what Griff just said about you is really funny. He goes, I thought Slayushi said that shirtless Kylo Ren rendered her speechless. But was that you who said that? I can't remember. You do have a niche. You do. I've got one too, I think. I think I'm funny. I think I've got silliness in me. A real silly streak. I seem to do better with silly stuff than I do with anything else. I don't know if he can read the text, so I'm gonna say it to him. Want to show me? Oh, that too. Want to show me your impersonation, Griff? Too funny. Too funny. You guys. Alright. Log your ass out. And now I am done with my... Okay, stop being annoying. When I hit log out, log out. Stupid. Alright. Alright, I'm gonna call it because I've run out of things to do, but I'll be prepared for tomorrow. And I'm going to do some preparation to try to build on stream. So I will catch you all later. Have a good one, and happy building. You too.